Throughout the 25-year history of the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game, the game has collabed with some of the biggest companies in the entire world, including Nike, Air Jordans, and several other shoe companies, as well as made archetypes based on various anime and several other things around the world, including WWE. Now, Konami has partnered with Nike to create two brand new cards. Excuse me. To create two brand new cards that have just been revealed. Plus, there are also two more promo cards that have just been revealed. And in today's video, I will be talking about all four cards. Excuse me, and what we can expect from those four cards. So without any further ado, let us get straight into it, and we are going to kick things off with a brand new with a new pendulum card known as Gargado the Necro Forger Fiend. If I can remove all these ads, zoom in a little bit. There we go. Obviously, the text is not there, but yes, there is some text. And it is a 6-star Fire Fiend Pendulum with 2000 attack and defense. Its pen scale is 9, with no pendulum effect, but it does have flavor text in the monster slot. It says, a bird monster that wields flickering flames and can shapeshift into all sorts of things. After switching back and forth from human to bird and from bird to human, it has forgotten its true self. Okay, so obviously because that this is a 6-star a 6-star fire, this card could be used in pretty much almost like any deck that can abuse pendulum scales, which include DDDs. It can also include full power Pepe. So this is actually not bad. And also think about this: if you were to do a scale 0 and this card, you can summon monsters from levels 1 through 8. So that basically gives you quite a few options to go into. Quite a few plays that you may have at your disposal, which could literally be just about anything, which is absolutely insane. I will say though, I think I will say, in my honest opinion, I feel like that this card definitely could really make its way into the meta, but it just depends. I don't know if it'll be a viable card to use, but we will have to wait and see. But next up, unfortunately, there we go. Sorry guys, I accidentally kicked my tripod. Anyway, so next up, we actually have a brand new Dogmatica card that has just been revealed, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to discuss the card. Unfortunately, because of the fact that the effect has yet to be revealed. But there is another promo card that I am allowed to talk about. So I'm gonna bring this down here a second. So as far as the Dogmatica V-Jump promo, I will not be talking about it in this video. I'll be talking about it in a future video, so get ready for that. But this one I will be able to talk about, and it is known as Arquis, the Shining Mars Saint. Which, to be honest, the artwork looks absolutely incredible. Incredible. It kind of it kind of looks like Saber from the Fate series. If you guys have not seen the Fate anime, I definitely recommend you guys watch it. It's incredible, absolutely amazing. But Arquis is a 5-star light pyro. Really, light pyro? What the hell? To the 2000 attack, 1800 defense, and all three of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads: if you have a face-up card in your spell and trap zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. Second effect reads: you can target one face-up spell trap you control, destroy it and this card, then draw one card. Third effect reads: if this card is destroyed, you can target one Xyz monster you control, attach this card to it. Okay, so this is actually kind of cool because you can use this in in decks like Cyber Dragon. You can use it um Satellar Knights as well, which is pretty cool. It's a good way to not only get a free draw, but you're also able to attach this card to any Xyz monster that you may have on the board at your disposal, which could be just about anything. You could even use this card in fucking Galaxy Eyes and attach this card to a card like, say, number 38, and you would have more ways to stop attacks and redirect those attacks to it, which is absolutely nasty. Honestly, this is actually a pretty solid VGM promo. Probably, I would say this is probably one of the better VGM promos out there. You can also theoretically you can actually use this card in decks like Dark Magician. You can also use it in Heroes as well. And with Dark Magician, you can send a card like say Dark Magical Circle to the graveyard, pop that plus this, get your free draw, to which if you draw out let's say Red Eyes Fusion, you could then go Red Eyes Fusion, send Dark Magician and Red Eyes to the graveyard, and you automatically can go into Red Eyes Dark Dragoon right off the bat. And with Heroes, there are so many cards that you can pop with this card. I think potentially you could pop any one of the field spells. That's one card you could pop. Favorite Contact is definitely, favorite hero is definitely another one that you can pop as well to get your free draw. You can use it in oh my god, in Constellars. There's quite a few. And also too, this card can also be used for the Canine archetype as well, which is actually kind of sick. I got to admit, that's actually pretty busted. But now we move into the new cards, into the new collab cards for Nike. So first up, we've got Trap of the Poisonous Scorpion. And obviously you can tell right there that is the stinger of the scorpion, which actually looks super sick, absolutely incredible. It is a normal trap with the effect reading as followed: when an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy that monster, then inflict 300 damage to your opponent. I mean, I mean, it's a good card, good card for burn for the burn deck. So that's actually pretty good. It can be used for it can be used in pretty much like any and all burn decks that are available to the game, which could be Exodia burn, stall burn, chain burn, straight up burn. There's quite a few. There are quite a few, so that's pretty solid. Now we move into the final card of the video. It is known as Winds of Victory. And as far as their TCG release, like the cards being reprinted in a booster set, I don't know if they will. That's the thing. I don't know if they're going to. But who knows? Let's see here. It is an equip spell that reads as follows: the equipped monster gains 300 attack and it becomes a wind attribute. So funny enough, if you're playing a Harpy Tri-Brigade deck, you can target one. You can equip this card to a Tri-Brigade to one of the 4-star Tri-Brigade monsters. It becomes wind, and that gives you access to go into more of your plays that you may have at your disposal, which is insane. The best part about the trap card is that it doesn't target it literally does not target whatsoever. It just straight up burns. It just straight up burns the monster, burns the opponent for damage, and pops the monster. Same thing with Winds of Victory. It doesn't target at all. It is actually by far the craziest card ever. And I'm looking at the comments of this post on YG Organization. Someone just commented on the trap card saying Sakura to armor on Fraud Watch. Honestly, that's probably the best way, probably the best but the funniest way to describe it. Theoretically, you could use it in multiple decks that can use these cards. Shadal is definitely one that comes into mind. Doomsday could potentially run these cards, but for the most part, it's mostly just gonna be the burn decks that will abuse them. I will say these cards are definitely gonna be very interesting, and as far as the collab cards, we don't know exactly when or if those cards will ever get a reprint to be playable, but they are pretty good. They are pretty solid. There's no targeting. It just straight up pops. So that's not bad. That is not bad. But on that note, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ats will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.